How do you plan your property purchase? Today I'm going to share with you my personal framework that I have developed over the years. It is literally a different kind of framework. So very quickly I'm going to run through the framework with you so that you can use it and apply it for your property purchase. D stands for differentiation. So you want to look at the unique selling point of the development as well as the unit mix and stuff like that. I'm going to give you an example. This is Tampines Trillion TOP in 2015. The lease began in 2011. So what is unique about Tampines Trillion is that it is one of the two condos that is near Tampines MRT. Apart from that, you don't have any other condo in the vicinity. For the unit mix, it is very healthy with only 3 and 4 bedders. They are all meant for own stay. Next, you have I, immediate neighbors. So you want to compare with surrounding competitors, and there's only one, which is City Life. In this case, I won't go into the details, but City Life is weaker in terms of location and layout, and it is not within 1 click from St. Hilda's. And the price is only slightly lower. Next, we have F, which stands for floor plan and facing, because they are equally important. So this is the floor plan for 3-bedder, 1001 square feet at the Trillion. You can see that the space is very efficient, and you have a utility and a yard. Next, F stands for focus. So you want to look at the target audience. You want to know who are the owners and who you will be selling to. So you can see that most of them are Singaporeans and PRs. And this is partly because this was an EC. The focus is important because when there are more local families, it will help to protect your prices. Next will be E, entry price. We are going to look at the PSF and quantum, and as well as the exit plan. For a mid-floor 1001 square feet, 3-bedder, it will be at 1696 PSF, which is about 1.698 million. We're going to use it as an example for lease reset calculation over here. Trillion has 85 years remaining lease. So if we reset it to a brand new lease, 99 years, you will see that the PSF will be 1976 and the quantum will be 1.977 million. And if we compare this with Parktown Residences, which is the latest new launch, for the layout with utility and yard, it will be 1066 square feet. So if you reset the lease, it will be at 2516 PSF with the quantum of 2.682 million. In terms of PSF, there's a gap of 27%, and in terms of quantum, there's a gap of 36%. And this makes Trillion safe as a resale property in terms of entry price. So for the exit plan, you want to sell the HDB upgraders, and there are plenty of them on the northern side of Tampines. This is your exit plan because there are plenty of HDB flats that will MOP. Next, letter R stands for risk analysis and region analysis. So we look at the historical price trend, you can see that Trillion has been going up in prices. Next, when you look at the gross profit and the AGR, annualized rate, they are very healthy. They are making not just gross profit, but good net profit. Next, we want to look at the region analysis, and this has to do with District 17 as well as OCR area. You can see that for 3-bedder, 1001 square feet, the Trillion at about 1.7 million in terms of quantum, it is still very palatable and it falls between 1.5 to 2 million, which is what the majority are willing to pay in today's market. And this gives you room for further upside because you are below the median price in this range. Next letter is E, which means effects. There is the MRT effect and the parents effect. Unlike City Life, Trillion is within 1 click from St. Hilda's Primary School, and this is the top school in the East. This means that HDB upgraders in the vicinity and people who are far away from this location are willing to come to buy from you because of the school. For the MRT effect, the Cross Island Line will be ready in Tampines North in 2030. Next, we have letter N, which means now or later. Is it better to buy now or to buy later? For the Trillion, it is good to enter now. Why? Because Parktown Residences will TOP in 2030. Tampines North MRT will be ready in 2030. Some clusters of HDB flats in Tampines North will reach MOP by 2029 to 2030. If you buy now, your completion will be around end 2025 and you can only sell by end 2029 because of the seller's stamp duty. So this timing is perfect. Next, you want to look at the last letter, T. Different. T. And that will be transformation. And I would say that transformation is not always the most important. It depends on whether it will affect you in the next few years or 10 to 15 years. For Tampines, you can see that the immediate impact will be the MRT effect for transformation. That will be in 2030. For the transformation in Tampines South, it will take a slightly longer time. Next, you have KIND, K-I-N-D. And this will be very personalized depending on your situation. So I'll go through it briefly. K stands for know your financial position. You want to do financial calculation to know what is affordable and what you can purchase. I stands for invest for your future or increase your asset wealth. The average lifespan for Singaporeans is up to 83 years old. Of course, you can live longer. But by 60, it's time for you to wind down and probably right size to a smaller property so that you can cash out all your funds. So the best time to invest for your future and increase your asset wealth is now when you can still afford to take the loan. Of course, every family is unique and this must be assessed. Next, we have N, which means the number of transitions. The average holding period for a non-landed private property is about 8 years. So you plan your transitions to see how many times you need to transit in order to reach your goal by the age of 60. Last but not least, you have direction. So you direct your life, you direct your retirement. Because when you know the target of your total assets worth by the age of 60, you will know how to right size at 60 so that you don't worry for the next 20 years. I hope this different kind of framework has been beneficial for you. If you have more questions, you can ask a different kind of agent. I will see you in the next video.